Okay, I'm back, I guess. I think that's better. Right now, my shit glitching, man, because I be in bad spots. No connection. So when you start a live there, it's not gonna connect well. So I gotta be out in the open when I start my live. Anyway, like I said, man, today I saw a lot of booty, and it frustrated the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie, bro. One booty after the next. They kept coming in, bro. I was like, God damn, she got a fat ass. No, she got a fat ass. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, God damn, these women got fat asses out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I want to get some of that. This one young chick came in. I know she had to be like 20 or 21. Came in wearing some tight brown pants that was hugging her ass, hugging her booty. And I said, damn, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And she won't give me the time of day, man. She had a boyfriend. I looked outside. I was like, damn, of course, yeah, she has a boyfriend. Look at her ass, man. Wasn't bad looking either. She was around a six like that, a 6 in the face. She was 6. But she had a fat booty. Her booty was fat. And another female came in. She has a fat booty and some thick thighs. And I'm like, God damn, what is this, the booty day? All the females coming in here with fat asses up in here. I'm like, God damn. So what I'm saying? That's the way it is, man. Highly competitive for them type of women. I haven't had a woman that had a shape like that, and I don't know how long. You gotta understand, like, these other men that are taller than you, younger than you, want them booties too, man. And the older you get as a man, bro, the harder it's gonna get to get young females. And it's getting harder every single year, bro. We almost halfway through the year. But this is April, May, June. By the time we get to June, we'll be halfway through. Years are going by quick. Even quicker when you're older. I don't know, man. Shit. I've been out here single for a long time, man. You know, and I don't know. When I start looking at the Shannon Sharp situation, it made me think like, damn, maybe I might have to go with my face match once I get my bed together. You know, I might have to go with my face match, hide my money, make sure she don't know that I'm breaded out. See what I'm saying? I've thought about that. I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't be out there dating them 8, 9s, and 10s that are so young in their 20s. Maybe I should step it up and, give a female that's like around 25 to 30, Leave the 22-year-olds alone. It's hard, though. What's up with it, man? I'm good.
Anything else?
That's it, man.
I haven't viewed it through. Maybe. One more dollar. Good.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
You too, man.
Hey, buddy.
Have a good night, man. You're kind of stuck in a hard place, right? You got all this money, you know, and you ain't gonna be dating no, just female, just any old thing, right? Or female with children, or you ain't gonna want to do that. You see, if you stick in your lane, once you get the bread, and then you got like younger females coming at you all day long, hitting on you, that's gonna be kind of hard to resist. You know, you can try to do that, but are you really gonna be happy in that marriage or in that relationship for a long term? You know, because your lane as an older man, you're supposed to be dating women around your age. That's how it is when you don't have any money. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when you don't have any money, you date women around your own age, and they're not the most beautiful women in the world. I can't be dating these. What the fuck is wrong with this live stream? Yo, choppy for some reason it's different, and it keeps on fucking. And you want them young females, man? Like, you know, it's just like, you know, you could try to do that. You could try to stay inside your lane or whatever, you know. But you can only do that for so long before temptation gets the best of you, and you're dating women who are like 22, 23 years old and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Young tenderonis. And, you know, you can get the average woman and shit, man. But as time goes by and you got the bag, women who are above your looks level are going to be approaching you on a regular basis. Especially when you go to a party where other rich people are at. There's going to be 8, 9s, and 10s there. They're going to bring their friends. And somehow, for some reason, you're going to end up talking to a female that you really, really like. And it's kind of hard to ignore her beauty. And you got all this money. You're worth millions. You know, it's going to be hard to like resist top tier women. Especially, you know, you want them so bad, you know. I mean, you can try to do it. Don't get me wrong, bro. Like, you can try to hide your money, go dress up nice, be at low percentage body fat, go to bars and clubs, and hit on women. Just you know, go go rent a Honda or something. You know, try to hide your money. Don't floss. You know, that's one way to do it. Is to try to get a female that really likes you for you and she's really attracted to you. She ain't just doing it just for the money. You feel what I'm saying? You can try to do that, but that's not the reality for a lot of men, bro. Once you get money, you're gonna want a young female in their 20s. You feel what I'm saying? That's just not the reality. A lot of guys, when they get money, the first thing they doing is checking for them young women, man. You know, because my lane sucks. Let me tell you that much. I'm not gonna have a whole lot of money and be dating a woman with a flat butt or she's lacking in something. You know, a lot of women that I was dating before the they have curvaceous curves that I like. You feel what I'm saying? You like what you like. If you hide your money, you go out, you're gonna be dating women with children. You're gonna be dating women that are past, 35 basically. And they're not gonna be like what you like. It's not gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? It's not average looking women below my looks level. A bunch of below average looking women below my looks level. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be cool to do that, huh? Hide your money, drive a Honda or something, and go out there and try to find a female that really like you for you. And then when you find her, she ain't gonna know you got a lot of money. She gotta be some type of looker, man. She can't be just any old rag doll that you find in the sewer drainage or some shit like that. She gotta have some type of look. I can't be out here dating below average looking women, bro. That's one thing I'm not gonna do, is date below average looking women, bro. You must be smoking. You gotta be smoking. Oh, okay. So over here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be went through hell just to get the bag and date a woman that's below me in looks. You feel what I'm saying? I'd be like, hell no. She gotta have what I like. Fuck that. No, I ain't gonna stop doing that, man. She gotta have what I like. Cause it don't make no sense. I went through the mud and went through all kinds of crazy shit just to get a below average woman. You know what I'm saying? She gotta be at least a 6 or something. I'm just getting my sleeping bag out right now. Take off my dogs. Woo. With it, Jamie in the house. And I didn't go through hell, just to date a woman that's below me in looks, man. I'm gonna want a female at least a 6, bro. Nothing less than a 6. She gotta be at least a 6. At least that. And right now, your lane is not 23-year-old women once you get a certain age. Your lane 6 years younger, 7 years younger. And you don't want that. Them women got children. lay down and talk to you guys. There's something in here. Nope. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to date women that's below me, man. Sub 5 stalker, man, she was below me. That's how I was able to like just walk away easy, man. The females below me. You know? Like I'm gonna be seen in the public with Sub 5 stalker, bro. That would be embarrassing. Only women who are below me approach me, man. And my face match, they give me play every now and then. Shit. Feel what I'm saying? But I'm in a tough area, you know, where it's highly competitive, man. You know, of course I'm struggling because there's dudes out here, they got money, bro. They got all Chads and Tyrones everywhere. You know? The Sub 5 women, like the Sub 5 stalker, is a dangerous thing. Yeah. Yeah, well, the thing is, I'll never date women that are below me because when you try to let them go, they don't want to let go. That's why you gotta like, okay, no. Don't ever like, I don't care how desperate or horny you get. You bet not stick your dick into that woman that's below you in looks. You might end up on a milk carton. You might end up dead. You know what I'm saying? This woman didn't want to let me go, bro. For 4 months, she did that, bro. For 4 months, she stalked me for 4 months, bro. She threw coffee on my car every single day for 4 months, bro. We talking about, damn, like starting off, it was like October, and then she did, October, and then November, Thanksgiving came around, and she was still throwing stuff on my car. And then Christmas came around, and she still was throwing every single day, throwing coffee on my car. You know what I'm saying? The New Year's came around, and she was still fucking with me, bro. Throwing every single day. She make sure she throw coffee on my car every single day. And I was getting tired of that shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm glad somebody got rid of her ass, and they did me a favor, man, because she was getting on my fucking nerves, yo. Like your mother used to be careful. The women around you, Kelcat, at least keep it at average. Yeah. Don't sleep with below average women, bro. Don't do it. Cause they don't know how to once they get a guy that's above their looks level, they don't know how to grasp it. They can't believe that they got a guy that's above them in looks. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna want to let it go because why? Because it's hard for them to get an average guy. Like your mother used to say, be careful of the women around you. Yeah, that's what my mom used to say. She was like, be careful what your kids look like. That's what my mom, I remember when she was alive, she said that. She was like, be careful what your kids look like. Be careful what your kids look like. Meaning, don't be like hooking up with women that are below you in looks. Because it could lead to children who are, sub 5. You don't want that for your kid, man. I'd rather knock up an Instagram model or something. You know what I'm saying? Or a woman that's 8, 9, or 10 before I knock up a female that's below me in looks. If I knocked up Sub 5 Stalker, bro, my kid would be skinny, frail, ugly. Okay, very small and short. You see what I'm saying? That's why she was upset, man. You know, that's why she was upset. Because I had to let it go because she was being too stupid. She started to become belligerent and argumentative. And I was just like, no, no, I don't want this in my life. She bringing drama into my life. I'm not used to all that. When you're used to peace and quiet, bro, that's all you're gonna want. I've been by myself for years now, and I'm not used to all the arguing and the fussing and the drama. Like when I went to my sister's house, man, there was nothing but chaos in that house. Arguments. You know what I'm saying? When I first got over there, her and her boyfriend was arguing and shit. My sister, she trip about any little thing, bro. I was like, man, this is not the sister that I grew up with, man. You know what I'm saying? So all that drama, Sub 5 Stalker was trying to bring into my life. I didn't like that, man. So I pushed her away. I was like, look, no, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. You're dramatic. You're crazy. You're half baked. you're baked. you know. You're deranged. She's deranged, and she tried to push me into a relationship so easy and early. I was like, oh no. No, you don't deserve a relationship with me. You're just a fuck thing, a fuck toy. You know. Women at my looks level give me attention, even women above my looks level from time to time, all smiles, etc. Well, yeah, you're not bad looking, so it's like, you're not hideous. You feel what I'm saying? So even women who are above your looks level, they'll some shot. I noticed that, man. It is possible to get a woman above your looks level, but how is she gonna treat you though? That's the question. She gonna treat me good? She gonna treat me like I'm nothing? Is she gonna like hit on me all the time and scream at me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know. That's what I'm saying. Yep, so that so just enjoy the average, you know, enjoy that at my age while I'm at it. Oh shit. Couldn't read it for a little bit. I'm trying to read it upside down or sideways. Right now, man, I'm like my time on earth is ticking, man. I'm like, hopefully I'm like half life right now, man. And the years are going by quick. And it's like, man, it's gonna suck to like get old and be by yourself. I'm trying to keep that from happening right now, man. Man. A couple of times I had women who are what cops call bad badge bunnies hit on me from time to time. Police officer cops. Yeah, they human too, bro. when I was in jail, they had some bad buddy cops up in jail, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know. Hey, man. You know, sometimes in the jail cell, a female cop, you know, a correctional officer cop, she gonna like what she see at one point. She around a bunch of men up in there. You know, she's still a woman no matter what. You know, she's still a woman. Yeah, eventually, she gonna be working in there, and she gonna like something that she sees. You know, you know, you know, you know. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do, man. Stay up on that fucking grind. My thing is, man, today I saw a lot of women coming into Starbucks with some big old booties, and I was getting frustrated, and I was getting out. I was sexually frustrated. I was hot and bothered because I kept seeing fat asses after fat asses after fat asses coming in today for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck? What's today, man? A fat ass day? This is fat ass day. That's what it is. I kept looking, my eyes kept rolling, bro, over there, man. Every time a female came into Starbucks today with a fat ass, man, I say about 10 or 15 women came in with fat asses, bro. And my eyes kept rolling over there, bro. You know, I was like, God damn, these women got some fat asses coming up in here today. It usually not like that, man. And I'm like, God damn, one fat ass after the next. I'm getting old, and these were young women, man. I'm getting old, man, and nobody likes to get old, man. Nobody. That's why men get the bag and they hit on younger females, man, because you know they're not attracted to women around their age. You know, you know. Shannon Sharp, he won't be dating a 50-year-old woman, bro. Like he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna date a 40-year-old woman. Maybe he might date a 30-year-old, but that's as far as he probably go, man. But he's not gonna be dating women around his age. You could just forget about that. What's up with it? What's up with it? Worldwide levels? What's up with it, baby? You just forget about it. I mean, we can all talk about it and be like, yeah, man, maybe he should stick to women around his age. That's not gonna work. He ain't gonna do that. Even if he got in trouble by, you know, this shit right now that's going on with him, he not gonna change. He gonna keep on dating young females because that's what he's used to. He can't all of a sudden start switching over and start dating 35, 40-year-old women and shit. Like, he's not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could talk about him, you know, being a predator and all the other stuff. As long as the women are over 18, you know, he gonna mess with them. Feel what I'm saying? I still find women who are in their early 20s desirable, man. You feel what I'm saying? My eyes be rolling at them. You know, they don't roll at me though. Ain't no 22-year-old female checking for me. You know, only the older ones, man. They check for me, man. You know, I'm an old man, bro. I mean, I have a few women in their late 20s and stuff checking for me. You know, a few women in their late 20s, maybe like 27, 28, you know, 25 sometimes. You know, I'm like, God damn, yeah, Kelcat's still good looking shit. you know, you know. I'm pursuing one female cop where I live. She's Italian descent. She's thick in the right spots, and I am trying to get with her. I be like, want to be in a relationship with her. She also work out at the gym too. Yeah, I don't know about female cops, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't piss them off. I mean, you could do it, but man, be careful. You know, they human too. They gotta have a dick in their pussy too, man. Female cops. It ain't like they robots. You know, feel what I'm saying? You know. Do I know Maya Zopin? I don't know who that is. As long as I stay on her good side, it wouldn't be no problem. Okay. When you get to their bad side, she probably try to handcuff your ass in a bad way. You know. Yeah, we're talking about, you know, you know, Shannon Sharp. At least he getting some coochie on the regular shit. He got to spank a 22 or 20. She's 20. She's 22 now. You know, at least he got to hit some 22-year-old coochie. Man, when the last time I had sex with a 22-year-old female? I can't remember. Maybe in my early, like 30s and shit, I think. Man, those was good days, man. Like through my early 20s to my early 30s, those are the best time with females right there, man. Because you're able to get young females, you know, between that age, between 22 to 32, man. I was getting, man, I was getting a man. I would have take home. I remember I used to have hookups. Take home, take it to take her to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Beat the skins up. And it was easy for me to do too, man. You know, nowadays it's hard, man. Facts. I even be like, I want to make babies with her, and I know the kids will come out with good genes. Yeah, man. You want to make sure you get the woman that got good genes, man. You don't want no ugly children because you everything all fucked up. The kids are gonna hate themselves. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out what you create. Just like my mom said, be careful about what your kids look like. Be careful about what your kids look like, man. Be careful what your kids look like. There's this female in Starbucks. She's a below average face female, but she has a hot body. I wouldn't like have babies with her, man. She got a nice fat ass from the waist down. Holy cow. And the thick thighs and stuff. But she's around a 4. And she's the nicest person, man. She ain't like all stuck up like Little Seven. That female, she's fucking stuck up, man. You ain't starting no conversations with her, man. I saw her walk in with a beautiful dress. Was it yesterday? And she was out chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely above my looks level. I wouldn't be able to get with her, even if my body fat percentage was at Zero. Nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't like have babies with little Seven anyway. She too goddamn short. She like 5 foot, bro. That's too goddamn short to like have babies with. Nah, female gotta be at least like 5'6", 5'7", man, around my height, so that way we can have babies at least, around that height. You know what I'm saying? Like having babies with a 5 footer would be a death sentence for your male kid. You know, if you got a boy, you knock up a 5 footer, you ain't gonna. You gotta pick and choose your battles. She got to be at least 5'6", 5'7", somewhere around there. You gotta have some type of standards, bro. You can't be out here just doing anything. I always get messed with by these females, man. Females are the worst, man. Like, I get videos made about me. I got sub 5 stalker that was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? There was another female out here that was fucking with me too, man, but I never said anything about it. I don't hang out with her no more because I see what type of person she is when she starts to drink. So I don't hang out with her no more. And I didn't hit it. She was just my friend, okay? She was just a friend. So don't get any ideas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I get the bag, I really truly think I'm gonna dumb down my girlfriend on purpose. Like, I think I'm just gonna have to start dating sixes, bro. That's it. I'm just gonna have to like really stay in my lane. Really, I see what's happening to like Shannon Sharp getting set up and shit like that. I think I'm gonna try that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when I get the bag, I'm gonna try to get women that are on my looks level, but with no children though, and young though. But she gotta be young. She gotta be at least 28 or something like that, 29. She gotta be with no children. I'm not gonna date it. I'm not gonna have all that money. I'm not gonna have all that money and date women that are fuck all that, bro. And date women that are like below average looking or women with children and shit like that. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm good. And plus, the sex is better when a female is really feeling you, man. You know what I'm saying? When she's actually attracted to you, sex is better. You know. Anyway, man, I'm about to get to sleep. I'm yawning and shit, man. I just wanted to make this live real quick. It was good to talk to you guys one-on-one and shit. You feel me? I'll make a video when I wake up. Cause I'm starting to yawn and I'm about to turn in early tonight. What time is it? Yeah, it's about 9 o'clock. I'm gonna knock out early, man. So wake up early. But, like sub 5 stalker, like I'm glad she's not around no more, man. I'm glad. Y'all had to deal with her. Cause she was a terror, bro. She was out here trying to make my life a living hell, bro. So the thing is, she didn't have no fear or nothing, bro. She was just like an android. She was like an android, bro. You feel what I'm saying? She was like an android and shit. She was like a robot. She wouldn't stop, bro. She wouldn't. I kept telling her to leave me alone. Leave me alone. And she wouldn't leave me alone. I'm like, what? Why? Unless you find another man or something, you know, why fuck with me? You know, she couldn't. So one day, man, she got jacked up. Somebody messed her up. Either she got jumped or she got caught outside being a diabetic in the cold. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, I'm gonna end this live. You guys have a good night, man. I'm tired right now. Ain't nobody chatting no more in the live, so you guys have a good night, man. I'll make a video. I'll make a video in the morning. Take care. I'm out.